plan to win the election fair and square. I know that people will see my policies and will show up in droves on election day and vote.
Can I enter this conversation? I noticed that the bridge on the way here was fixed thanks to Brink, but your headquarters is a dilapidated school. Doesn't seem like you're doing much good for the education system of this town.
Well, once I'm elected mayor,
Hi,
I will
Siri.
make sure we allocate resources to the town.
Hi, Siri.
Such as the school.
What?
And recent graduates like Hardy and Sophie
Hi, Siri.
will help let me know what's wrong.
Hey,
and what needs to be
Siri.
addressed.
What the hell?
Brink's making it go back to the- Yeah, we got my eye on him.
Why doesn't it work?
You seem like you've got a solid drive.
Hi, Siri.
And I feel
Hi.
like you've won me over, and I like Giselle as a new supporter of
Hmm.
your name, Bruce Lewis. Is there
Hi,
something I
Siri.
can do maybe to help give you advantage over this whole race? Is there something that maybe me and my friend Kyber
How do I use that function?
If you could help spread the word about my solid plan to reopen the mines, get people back their mining jobs, and put Boulder Ray back on the map, that would be great. Oh, and if you want to help Hardy and Sophie make signs, that would be excellent as well.
Wait, so you don't want to do clean energy? You want to go back to the mines? Are you backed by the National Lawn Association?
Sangria Night is a boon to Boulder Ray. It has seen us through in the past, and it'll see us through in the future. Just then, as y'all are talking to Lewis, you hear jarring footsteps clank from behind a row of bookcases. Out steps a hooded figure with two incandescent orange eyes staring unblinkingly. An iron hand extends from beneath their cloak and points straight at Tyler. Fidelius of Everwinter, Quadrant sends his greetings. 5, 4, 3, 2. Find out what happens on the next episode of Tales of the Sneaky Dragon.
So much average. What's he doing in the library?
We're gonna have to find out next time. Is there even a library after the explosion? What of Lewis? What of Hardy and Sophie?
What? Stormmaker? What is going on? So much traffic now. God damn it. What? Okay, next episode, please. It says 46 minutes for me to get home now. Fuck! That's like triple the average time. What the hell has happened? What is going on here? Okay, episode 54, let's go. Focus on something else.
Olen odottanut minun aikaani. Ehkä tiedät
Satana.
jotakin.
Stop that!
Olla minä ja elää niin kuin haluan. En etsi uutta minää. Haluan vain elää oman näköistäni elämää ja voida
Good day to all you deep rose. Stampede on into the Sneaky Dragon. Swallow our latest swill, the Oxtrot. It's a mixture of affinity, ginity, gory grapefruit juice, orange soda, and garnished with glowing orbs. One gulp of this gut rot, you'll be dancing till the cows come home. Previously, our adventurers shopped their way to Boulder Ray. There, they ran into a raucous rally regarding a mayoral race with candidate Rick Tussler. Their old frenemy petitioned the party's help in pursuing a puzzling stalker. But after following leads and uncovering clues, their investigation was disrupted by a deadly detonation sent from Quadrant and the Quadrant Squadron. Hold on to your heart stuff, because we're about to take this tale by the horns.
I don't watch other like D&D shows or like listen to many other ones. How many of these shows have to spend like the first like 5-10 minutes of the episode reminding the players what happened last time? Is that a common thing? Because I'm like, oh yeah, the explosion sounds familiar. Where'd that happen? Was that in the library?
a row of bookcases. Carrying footsteps flanked from behind a row of bookcases. Out steps a hooded figure with two incandescent orange eyes staring unblinkingly. An iron hand extends from beneath their cloak and points straight at Kybor. Hydelius of Everwinter, Quadrant sends his greetings. 5, 4,
Snap
3,
Kybor's butt. No, we had to grab the Kanku kids.
You hear a voice yell,
Get down!
and someone shoves you both to the ground behind a flip table. Iron shrapnel explodes in every direction, clattering against the walls. Kyborg, with your head spinning and ears ringing, you manage to look up and see your rescuer still holding you down to the ground. It's a young half-elf with black hair wearing a red ascot who you recognize as Meld Manor.
Oh,
Is
wait,
that
Manor was the
Humanor's
bad guy.
daughter?
Yeah,
Yes.
Humanor's
we love
daughter.
Meld.
Yeah.
Oh, she saved me. Thank you, Meld. But also, oh no, Quadrant's back.
Yeah,
Is everyone okay?
Who saved me?
Meld, she shoved you both
Oh.
down. I said, yeah.
I don't want to share if someone saved me. I work on my own. What about the Kanku? Are they okay?
Oh,
It's either
there's
Meld or
been
no
an
one.
accident
They were
in
far
the
enough away. They were over closer to the
bridge
entrance. You all
tunnel.
moved back to like close to the front.
That's why there is
Yeah, the Kanku are
so much
definitely
traffic.
startled and running around frantically.
Wait, that dude was here too. The other mayoral candidate. Oh, I'm okay if he died
Let
though.
there be blood.
The explosion was very shaped, like a shaped charge, and it was just headed in your direction.
It was shaped like Kybor. That's what the explosion was.
Meld asks again,
Is everyone okay?
We're shocked. We're in shock. Yeah, shocked. You're not in here, Bart, are you?
I believe Bart and Gum Gum are still at the tavern.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm fine.
I think you're fine. Way, are you here? Not to be rude or anything, but I'm just curious. What's up?
She says,
Look, I can explain, but we should get out of here first. It's not safe. Let's head over to the Temple of Daya in town. I have urgent business with Pastor Ocean, and we can regroup with your friends there, and I can explain everything.
This is where Kyber's gonna get really serious and very moody. He picks up some ash from the ground and he grips in his hand, and he wipes it on his face, like he's ready for battle.
roll me a perception check, Kyborg.
At disadvantage because you have ash in your eyes. You're about to tell me that that's Kanku poops, that it was like the kids. 10.
Mud, why don't you roll one for me as well?
That's a 14.
That was the DM fishing for a better roll.
Oh, I know this tune.
Mud, it seems to you that Meld seems a little older since the last time you saw her. Like, older than you would think she would be based on the amount of time that's passed.
It's probably because of like the time buffoonery that we were dealing with in Gettysburg. What was it called?
Herbloom.
Herbloom.
Did you say Gettysburg?
That's right. I knew there was like it felt right. Or this is a Terminator situation, and she's come back in time because I'm the hero of time, and she needs to save me from Terminators sent by Quadrant because I have to save the planet.
Or your mom.
Or it's her mom. No, I mean she said. Wait, no, my mom died at the hands of Quadrant. Quick question. What's your name? Kyborg. No, not you.
Alright, you got me. He looks at you a little puzzled and says,
It's me, Meld.
Oh, right. So, what's your skincare routine? Because I think we might need to switch it up a little bit. You look a little bit, like you got some sun damage or something. Maybe we get you out of some like manual labor you've been doing. What's going on?
I promise I can explain everything. But why don't we regroup with your friends so I don't have to explain it twice?
Mel, just tell him, come with me if you want to live, and then we're on board. Just say it.
why don't you say it? Blaine?
Okay, all right, hey, bud, come with me if you want to live. Give him a good bit.
There you go. Moonbeams cascade from the starry night above. After a quick safety check,
Come
of the
with
perimeter,
me if you
two
want
start
to
making their
live.
way to the Temple of Daya, along with Mel. Bart, oh God, I couldn't remember your names. Bart and Gum Gum. It's funny, you can't remember Herbloom, I can't remember Bart.
Especially because my name is Barbara and I'm a bard. That makes
Yeah.
it extra funny you couldn't remember it.
And you like to bark.
Mud, perhaps you should send Gumbo with a message to the tavern to have your friends meet up with you at the Temple of
Oh,
Daya.
they're not at the church; they're at the tavern. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I said Gumbo, and I tape a little note on him, and I give him a little pat on the butt and say, "Cool, go get friends." Friends.
So yeah, from your perspective, Bart and Gum Gum, you all are still at the Throne Gauntlet Tavern.
Mhm.
Both of you roll perception.
you see a badger.
All right, 9.
Nope, no badgers. That's gonna be a 3.
Man, normally Bart, you're all over those perception checks.
I think it's because I've been drinking.
Oh, yeah, it could be. You both have been arm wrestling and just having kind of a good time there in Throne Gauntlet Tavern, and you hear Duncan call to you.
Hey, isn't that your friend's badger over there?
He points to the door as you see Gumbo walking in, or crawling in the front door.
What's a badger?
Gumbo goes straight to the bar and gets up on a bar stool and like hits little badger paws on the bar and like on
Or does that thing where he's looking everywhere but the badger. It's like back and forth.
Gumbo was also under explicit instructions that if they don't notice him to bite Gumbo's foot. Oh, who's attacking me? Who is it? Roll for initiative. Who are you? Roll for initiative.
Well, you obviously recognize Gumbo immediately as being your assailant.
Oh, you've changed sides, I see. Police decision, little one. You've changed sides. And I draw my weapon. Oh my god. Get ready. Gumbo's betrayed us.
Hey, Gum Gum, just trust me. Everything's okay. Just put the weapon down. It's okay. It looks like the little fella wants to tell us something.
Gumbo bites him again. Oh no. He's telling us he's betraying us.
Yeah, you notice that he's got a note attached to him.
Oh my god. Someone's put paper on him. Get it off. It's made him evil.
Bart picks up the note.
Yeah, you pick it up and you see a message scribed by Mud that's imploring you to meet them at the Temple of Dia.
The note just says, "Take me to church." It's a long journey. Yeah, you got me there.
Yeah. Take me to church.
It's in code because we're in code. We have to be stealthy.
They'll never figure that one out. Alright, so I guess you all head to the Temple of Dia as well?
You gotta say what you're doing. Before we do that, is there any way I could get another battle axe at the store or trade or is
We're
that
not
available?
there
Just-
anymore.
No, just a regular. They said like they didn't have it. They only had magic items.
Maybe in the morning. It's
Okay.
nighttime right now, so that's why the tavern is extra raucous. But probably in the morning.
All right, let's go. And I pick up Gumbo with one hand and hold it out like he's a weapon, like he's a bomb about to explode.
Okay, you all make your way over to the Temple of Dia from the Throne Gauntlet Tavern. From where you are, it's pretty much on the opposite end of town. The Throne Gauntlet Tavern's kind of in the central western portion of Boulderay, and the Temple of Dia is out in the kind of the southeastern corner. It's actually closer over to the school. It's not too far from the school. You all reconvene outside the Temple of Dia. Bart and Gum Gum, you see your party members as well as Meld all standing in the shadows outside of the Temple of Dia.
Is that Mel?
It is indeed, Bart.
What happened to you?
Well, I have been on quite an adventure since we last seen each other. Who knows how long ago that was? Well, when you all went back in time to stop Slick, I was hiding nearby. I wanted to see the recapitulator in action. After all, I helped assemble it for you. But without realizing it, I went back in time with you.
Oh no.
As you can imagine, I was very confused. But eventually I saw an opportunity. With everything I knew about my father and his corruption, misdeeds, and that my mother had gone missing, I decided to find and free myself in this timeline. We'll call her Mel Beta. I snuck into my father's mansion and worked with Mel Beta to come up with a plan to arrest our father and reunite Herbloom. Then, Mel Beta traveled to all the districts and told them the dirty dealings of our father's corrupt enterprises and complicity in the assassination of the guild head. Eventually, my father and his guild were tried and arrested for their crimes. But Herbloom was voted in to take my father's place as the new district leader of Steinman. But that's not all. After that, the district leaders unanimously nominated Mel Beta to be the new guild head of Herbloom. I decided to seek out the inventor of the recapitulator, Howie Scream. I believe you know him?
Yes.
Yeah. I found the Scream family and told them the story about my mother. So that's what's important. Together, we rebuilt the recapitulator, and I began traveling through
Whoa.
time, searching for clues as to what happened to my mother.
Hell yeah!
I
Straight
traveled to the
ahead,
past,
Commander.
but I simply couldn't.
Fotobox. Längre framma.
Now you'd say
traveled to
something,
the
you
past,
stupid
but
AI.
I simply couldn't find her. It's almost
Hey,
like she
Siri.
doesn't exist in the past anymore.
Okay,
So
she's...
I decided to travel to the future. That That's when I uncovered the Tetragogs.
Hi Siri. What the hell? That's Apple AI intelligence. Doesn't work. Hei, Siri. Hvor er køen ut av Oslo og nordover?
Det er tett trafikk til Oslo. Jeg anslår 20 minutter via E6.
Hei, Siri. Kjør hjem korteste vei.
Hvilken adresse? Hjem? Jeg forstår ikke.
You stupid! Oh well.
A fourfold axis of evil that took over all of Beza and rid the world of Arcana. There was no more magic.
Hei, Siri.
These Tetragogs were led by a
Kom
crimson.
an. Hei, Siri. Hva er nytt med Apple Intelligence?
Her er noen av tingene du kan gjøre med Apple Intelligence. Oppsummer tekst, korrekturlesing, finn riktig formulering og tone, lag bilder og emojier, bruk Siri, oversett språk.
That's it?
Cloud calling itself Entropa. I made haste, searching for the four of you to find out more about this bleak future. And that's when I found Kyborg. Or should I say Kydron?
What? No.
In that timeline, Kyborg was killed by that exploding automaton back there. It was sent by Quadrant, one of the Tetragogs. Kyborg's body parts were collected by Quadrant and reassembled into a perverse, reconstructed version of Kyborg that would only serve Quadrant, henceforth known as Kydron. I immediately traveled back in time to save Kyborg from this cruel fate. But as you know, the recapitulator is not an exact science. I must have come back earlier than I intended, so I decided to follow Brink around until Kyborg showed up back in town. Since I saw you were all such good friends, I figured inevitably you would reunite with Brink.
Well, yeah.
Naturally.
And that brings us back to the present, so to speak.
So, can we get like a Sparks Notes version of that?
That kind of was the Sparks Notes version. So, Entropa is eventually going to take over the world and rid of magic. And Conjurin is one of his Tetragogs. How many Tetragogs are there?
4.
Am I pronouncing it right? Tetragog. Okay. What are the Tetragogs?
They're sort of Entropa's enforcers that oversee all of Beza and impose their cruel will.
Who are the other three?
Entropa is one of the Tetragogs, along with Quadrant and 2 others.
And who are you?
Quadrant?
Don't worry, Gum Gum. We'll get you up to speed in just a bit.
Okay. Also, quick, I don't know if you guys know Gumbo's evil. He might be one of the 4 Tetragogs.
Wait, so the Tetragogs are they the ones in control in the future? Are they working for someone else who's in control in the future? Oh no, the Tetragogs rule with absolute power.
Who the other 2 were?
I didn't have enough time to discover the identity of the other 2 Tetragogs. The only 2 I'm sure of are Entropa and Quadrant.
Well, I see we clearly have a thing to do now in order to secure the future. We have to kill Kyborg right now, so he doesn't have anything to
Just in case, right?
We have to kill Quadrant, who tries to make me into Kydron. Right.
That plan will work, but only if we can absolutely hide all of his body parts and keep them out of the hands of
No,
others.
stop being so. We have to dismantle our
No,
starts in the 4 corners of the world. We're not entertaining this idea.
Of Sticky Dragon, where we hide all Kyborg.
Dude, this isn't. We're gonna kill Quadrant, and in the meantime, we're gonna avenge my family because if you haven't been listening, he killed my family and my village, thus taking me down this spiraling path of revenge. And he also took my
Hydron and the evil, and we have to not have that timeline happen.
And in your timeline, did Paralyte? Is she still mad? I don't know what's good in that anymore.
My timeline is your timeline,
Oh.
just extended over a longer period of time.
Oh, Gum nods like he understands.
Does is your dad still alive? Did he end up not dying from that T-Rex? T-Rex?
Yes, correct. Your actions reset the timeline in Herbaloop and stop that timeline from occurring.
Right.
In our current timeline, my father's still alive, but he's imprisoned in Herbaloop.
Okay.
I feel that Pastor Ocean here in the Temple of Daya has information that can help me uncover the identity of the Tetragods and help us defeat Quadrant and Intoba.
Well, it sounds like we should talk to the pastor then, right?
Exactly. That's why we met here. Now, let's go in and talk to Pastor Ocean.
Let's go.
Is his name Danny?
You don't know. Everyone just calls him Pastor Ocean.
Specific. Well, we go and talk to him. Where's this man?
Give them a second to turn the page to the next
Yeah,
portion.
right here at the temple.
I like how Barbara thinks of like the way they guys is like DM is like almost like he's got like a book full of stories, but just insert a big old page. It's like, all right, next page.
Yeah.
You hear that little sound that tells you to turn the pages along with it. I blasted the doors of the temple and do a barrel roll in with my bow drawing. I'm not taking any
Yeah, that's
risks.
good.
After
Do an
Quadrant.
assault on a religious building and then roll in.
You got it.
Just for clarification, Micah is reminding me, when you all first came to this temple previously, there was a sign when you came in that let you know that the pastor's name was Dev,
Right.
not Danny.
Dead Ocean. Got it. Oh my
I
god.
should have remembered that.
So, Kyborg, you're kicking down the door of the temple? Is that correct?
Doing a barrel roll in, yes, with my bow drawn.
No, you know what? He goes to do that, and I notice it, and I shove him aside.
It's a roll off. It's a
Yeah,
roll off.
do it. Do it.
What was that, dexterity?
Make a dexterity roll, Kyborg. Mud, make either a strength or a dexterity check.
24. 18.
18. Yeah, you go to 7, but Kyborg sees you coming. He's all amped up with all this quadrant use, and he manages to dodge out of the way. He makes an athletics roll to kick down the door.
14.
Yeah, the door flies open, and you somersault into the room. I guess make an acrobatics check.
12.
12. Yeah, that's good enough. It's a somersault. It's not a flip or anything. You somersault into the room, draw your bow, and look around. The doors immediately shut behind you, separating you from the rest of your party.
Uh-oh.
Mortals are so predictably unintelligent. Tiberius of Everwinter, your life is at an end. Any last words? Everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh my
Everyone?
god.
Are we outside the room?
Yeah, it's just this is how you resolve stupidity.
23.
The reason you're rolling initiative, I'd like to answer your question there, Barbara, is to know when you all would act as everything else is happening inside the room.
I rolled a. Oh my goodness. 1 plus 5, 6. I have advantage on initiative. I rolled 2 1s in a row.
Why do you have advantage on initiative?
It's one of my new level things. So that's a 3 for me.
Gotcha. So, Bart, from your perspective, Kyborg kicked down the door, somersaulted in. You were probably rolling your eyes as he was doing so. And then after he went in, the doors shut behind him. And you heard some muffled voices from inside the temple. Everyone is now outside the front door of the temple except for Kyborg, who is inside.
And he's fully face to face with danger, as far as we know.
I would say that's a safe assumption, but you wouldn't know like definitively.
Okay. Could I try opening the door?
Yeah, you try to open the door as you normally would, but it appears to be locked.
Okay.
Only got a lock picking kit.
Could I cast heat metal on the door handles?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if that'll work. I think it'll melt it.
Yeah, you cast sheet metal. The door handles begin to melt away.
Woo! All right, and then can I open the door?
Yeah, now you open the door and you see light streaming in through the windows of the temple, giving it some illumination. You see Kyborg right on the other side of the door, and some evil-looking automatons spaced throughout the temple.
How many?
You see 4.
Where in relation to Kyborg are all of them? Because I imagine Kyborg's further into the room.
He's just beyond the door. I see him like with his action, he was trying to like get in, keep the door behind him, and survey any potential danger. The temple's very long. Like think about the inside of a church, where it's way longer than it is wide.
All the times he went to church, Barbara.
Yeah.
kind of close to the door we all entered. Two mingled throughout the pews in the center of the temple, and then
Yeah,
went
now
around
I
the
have visited my mother who took a trip to Sweden for some shopping. So now I have some energy drinks, a lot of bacon, and a lot of ground beef or something, kjøttdeig, and some candy.
Yeah, you can. I mean, just a little bit. If you want, you could like offset yourself to the
She
left or
was
the right.
nice enough to purchase something for us.
Okay, Bart enters the temple and stays close to that back wall to the left side. It is their turn. Julian, heat metal is what you went with.
It was a really good call. I feel like it works charging it with that team. That'll be my character arc with Quadrant. He separated me from my family, so now I have my new family. I have to appreciate it. Right. That's your arc after 53 episodes of doing this with us. Is that you're just now learning to work as a team? As I told Gus, 54 is my lucky number, so now I start learning. Okay. I like how you're like, I'm just gonna go and explain to you what my arc is. Yeah.
The automaton closest to you, Kyborg, lowers an appendage, aims it at you, and fires. It's AC. Ooh, that's a critical. Critical hit. You take 22 points of damage. And now you need to make either an athletics or a dexterity check.
Oh, and reroll that. It was a 1.
That was not good.
No, it wasn't. I'm lucky, so I will be roll. Oh, that's not much better. 11.
The appendage that gets fired at you, as it's about to impact with you, it opens up into a claw, and it grabs onto you and attaches. You're now tethered to this automaton. Then using that tether, it reels itself in with lightning fast speed and pulls down another appendage with a buzzsaw at the end that takes a swipe at you.
This is where Kyborg dies.
And it's AC 24.
That's a hit.
It does 10 points of damage.
Quadrant! Calm down.
The two that are up in the pews, they're about 45 feet away. They move out into like a flanking formation. One moves to the left and one moves to the right. They close the distance coming down. They move down about 30 feet, so they're 15 feet away from you. They both also fire off these ranged attacks at you.
What kind of damage is he taking? Like what type?
The first one, the ranged attack is bludgeoning. The other one, I said, was a buzzsaw. That's slash. Okay, yeah, the first one on the left side fires this ranged attack at you, Cyborg. It's AC 11, which I assume is a miss. The one on the right does the same. AC 9, I assume that's a miss as well.
It's a miss.
Yeah, alright, that is their turn. Mud, your turn.
So there's the one that has a hold of Kyborg
Mm-hmm.
and is shoving a buzzsaw into him. There's the two that flamed
Yes.
and shot at Kyborg. And then what's the other one?
Way at the far back of the temple, still by the altar. That one has not died.
There'll be
Okay,
lights.
so that one's a distance away. I'm going to do something I don't want to do and heal Kyborg.
Why do you want to do that?
Because he doesn't deserve it.
It might actually hurt his character arc.
That's true.
Yeah, he needs to be broken down completely.
Yeah.
And by stunting that, I'm really taking away from him.
We're not gonna get
True,
to the
true.
second act low if you heal him.
Yeah.
Chris,
All right.
Chris,
So what he's saying is I should actually attack Kyborg right now.
No. Not my friends. Not them, Quadrant.
All right, I cast Healing Word. It's a bonus action. I'm going to cast it at 3rd level to give as much as I can, which will be 13 hit points. Yeah,
I also have that berry, but I guess that's an action.
that's an action. Eat that single hit point berry would be an action.
All right, well then I'm gonna hold on.
Terrible use of your time. You know what? Mud likes seeing what Bart did, and so I don't know how you resolve this with these guys, but the automaton to the left, I'm gonna walk in and be at the door so I can see them, and cast heat metal on the automaton on the left.
Heat metal on
I didn't realize you had that too, but
You would do heat metal on the guy that's got me in his metal claws.
Everyone else has a metal arm.
I've had heat metal for a while. It was the way that I got those guys who fought us in the saloon with Howie to drop their stuff with
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
with what's his name? Eric Fedor. What's his name?
Rick Kessler.
Rick. So casting heat metal, they can't drop. I'm assuming they're made of metal, right?
Yeah, it looks to you they're like iron automatons. It looks like they have 4 limbs. That each of them ends like in a hand. Sometimes it seems like they're walking on 2 of them, like a biped, and sometimes they crawl on all 4. They've got like 4 incandescent orange eyes, 2 on each side of its head. So that way you can see it. It looks to you like you can see in every direction.
It's like General Grievous meets Ultron.
Well, good. Since they can't drop the thing, they're automatically still attached to the thing that is heat when I do it. So after we resolve damage, they actually are going to have the creatures holding or wearing the object takes damage from the creature must succeed in a Constitution saving throw. Drop the object. Can't. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn.
And you said this you're targeting the one that ran up on the left side, right?
On the left. Okay. Roll damage. It's 3d8. That's 19 fire damage.
I don't like that.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Okay, yeah, the iron automaton on the left side that was closing the distance begins glowing, with like orange heat from the heat metal.
It's red hot heat.
Red hot heat.
It says it in the description.
Red hot heat. Okay.
Just made him more deadly to me.
Yeah, I know. Now he runs at Kylo Ren.
You hear it say, ouch, wait, I feel no pain.
Someone important.
That's okay, is that it for you, Mud? Okay, it's the other one's turn. What's it gonna do? I think it's gonna hold back for now and see how the rest of this plays out. The one at the altar seems to be surveying everything in front of it. You think you hear calculating?
He's contemplating religion. He's getting smarter.
Kyborg, it's your turn.
Okay, all right. Here we go. I'm in that guy's clutches still, yeah?
Yeah, he's got like this arm that was shot out and the hand is like grabbing onto him.
What am I going to do to get out of this? What, do I need to take an action or an attack to fight my way out?
You can make another athletics check to try to break out.
Athletics check. All right. I do that. It is a 19.
Oh, okay, yeah. You grab this like grappling hook hand thing off of you and you drop it down to the ground. You're no longer tethered to it.
Press it on. All right. Was that an action or was that?
Does he drop it like it's hot?
No, we'll say that was no. We'll say that's a bonus.
Okay. So that guy's really up in my grill still then, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. With an attack of opportunity, if I were to fire past him, that's not an attack of opportunity, right?
That would not provoke an attack of opportunity. It's just the movement in and out of melee range.
Yeah. Because how close is that guy, the one that was just hugging me?
Oh, he's like right next to you. Melee range, 5 feet.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I don't like that guy on me, so I'm going to take a disadvantage, an attack with the longbow triumph.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that attack roll.
That's a 27 and a 19. Was
19. Yeah, 19. That definitely hits.
Okay. Damage. That's 10 points of damage.
Okay.
You don't want to do a bursting arrow?
I don't want to do a bursting arrow, but I did get a new arrow. It's called a grasping arrow, and I'm looking at this one. This creature hit by the arrow takes an extra 2d6 poison damage. Its speed is reduced by 10 feet and takes 2d6 slashing damage for the first time on each turn it moves 1 foot or more. It sounds like that's like more of a viney thing, and it sounds like it's more useful against organics.
I was gonna say
Poison damage.
Automaton.
Right. So no, I'm gonna hold off on that. But I have a thing called the Gift of the Chromatic Dragon. Chromatic Infusion. As a bonus action, you can touch a simple or shoot. I should have done that before I fired it off. Okay, that was my first action. I'm gonna take a second action, but before I do that, I'm gonna use Gift of the Chromatic Dragon. As a bonus action, you can touch a simple or martial weapon and infuse it with one of the following damage types: acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison for the next minute. The weapon deals an extra 1d4 damage of the chosen type when it hits. You can use this bonus action once per long rest. If I touch my longbow, does that infuse the arrows, or was that just the arrow?
It would work if you. It specifies you touch the weapon, so I would interpret that as being the bow. However, you used a bonus action to remove the grappling hook from you, so you don't have any bonus actions available.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, all right. I'm gonna take another shot at this guy with the longbow triumph for my second attack.
All right, yeah, go for it.
And this will be a disadvantage. So it's 26 and an 18.
Oh yeah, that still hits.
Okay. with Doom. That's a 10.
Nice. Yeah, so Kyborg very quickly knocks 2 arrows and fires them at the automaton in front of him, striking both times. The automaton is still standing, looking around, surveying the situation.
Well, I'm all juiced up, so we're gonna do an action surge. You can take 1 additional action on your turn. This can be used once for a short rest. I'm gonna fire again. See the triumph. Sweet disadvantage roll. It's a 23.
Action
19.
surge.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Piercing damage. 12.
Oh, yeah, nice. It's still standing, despite your 3 arrows in it.
One more shot with the old longbow triumph then. Would a 14 hit?
Yes, that actually does hit.
Okay, 14 and 24. I roll a 14 then. Okay. Shoot another arrow. Is it 9?
9. Oh, yeah, the automaton looks like it's in bad shape. It's sparking a little bit. Looks like it's falling apart, but it is still standing.
Okay, that is my move. Strong boy.
For my mental image, I don't remember. Mud, where did you move to?
Just to the door frame.
Okay, so you're still standing at the door, kind of behind Kyborg at this point.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
about to explode. I'm pretty sure these guys explode.
Yeah, you're really paranoid. Is that it for Kyborg?
Not paranoid enough to not action roll into a closed building.
I thought it was gonna be funny. I thought I was gonna walk in on like a priest doing some like and then like I go and there's 4 friggin' robots. I guess I have a movement and I would be opening myself to an attack of opportunity, but it might be worth it to get away from these dudes. Actually, no, they got that whole grappling hook situation. It's useless. Yeah, that's my move. That's it.
Okay. Gum Gum. It's rare that you're the last one in the initiative order, Gum Gum.
Yeah.
Let's do one. He's got an advantage on it.
Yeah.
I'm going to rage. Yes. So I'll roll my rage. Bump is 3.
Magic infuses one weapon of your choice that you're holding until your rage ends. The weapon's damage type changes to force and it gains light and thrown properties with a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. If the weapon leaves your hand, weapon reappears.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. And then can I run towards Kyborg without bumping into any of the like opportunity attacks?
Yeah, because the closest enemy to you is the one right in front of Kyborg.
Okay, then I want to throw my new axe, the friendly axe, as I'm running.
The friendly
Friendly.
axe.
Yeah, the friendly axe. I want to throw it at the one in front of Kyborg.
Is this is this the axe that's being infused with this magic from your wild surge? Okay, just want to make sure.
So I'll make a attack. Yeah.
This is so cool.
Oh wait, I just rolled damage. Sorry.
Only 54 episodes in.
Okay, he also rolls saves checks.
So that's a 29.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay.
You already rolled damage.
Yeah, I already rolled damage. So that's 9 damage.
Nice. So you throw your axe and you begin running. The axe strikes true, hitting the automaton, and it falls over, unmoving.
Okay.
As it falls over, you hear a beeping sound start emitting from the automaton.
My God.
It explodes into here in flames.
Goodness.
Everyone, don't forget, please, if you can, give us a follow on social media, Twitter and Instagram at Stinky Dragon Pod. Tag us on social media, use the hashtag Stinky Dragon Pod, and you might even become an NPC in an upcoming episode. You've heard me talk about it before? Hey, you could be one of them. Also, to let you know, our Smarsh is King shirt is available now. Imagine the most regal of gigantic purple worms clad with a shimmering crown. Can you visualize the beauty in your mind's eye? This, my friends, is what you could be adorning your stinky self with. 100% of the proceeds go straight to Smarsh, so if you're truly loyal to the crown, you know what to do. Hashtag Smarsh is King. Special thank you to some of our voice actors.
Smarsh is
Swindler,
King.
aka Vesler, is voiced by Christian Young. Brink Tussler is Eric Bador, and Mel the Miner is voiced by Kayla Melton. Everyone within 30 feet of it make a dexterity saving throw. So that's going to be
His friends,
everyone. Yeah, everyone.
except for the dude in the far back.
Yeah,
I rolled an 11, but I'm gonna use a lucky because I don't like that one.
sure. And Gum Gum, you do have advantage on this because of your danger sense.
You roll
I
back.
rolled a 1.
And I also have advantage of it too, right?
No.
21 from 10.
And for Bart.
I rolled an 11 and then a 6. I'm gonna go with when was the critical fail? Can I go with the 11 or is that the most recent?
Wait, why did you re-roll? What action did you use
Yeah.
to re-roll?
Lucky.
You choose the die with luck.
I'm gonna use another lucky. This is a deck saving throw, yeah?
Yeah.
Come on. Give me something good. Seven. I just wasted all my friggin' luckies, dude.
All right. That's everyone's save, right?
Unfortunately.
So what damage did everybody take except for Mud?
Everyone takes 10 fire damage and 10 piercing damage.
Oh.
Gum Gum, you would take half of the piercing damage, but you would take all of the fire.
Okay. Okay, really quick. I have this thing called Drift of the Chromatic Drag. React to resistance. When you take acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison damage, you can use your reaction to give yourself resistance to that instance of damage.
So you could take half fire with that.
Half fire? Okay, I'm going to use that. So I'm still taking 10 points bludgeoning or
10 piercing and 5 fire. Mud, since you made the save, you take half of each. So you take 5 fire and 5 piercing.
Still gets damage, though.
Yeah, usually saves.
I'm going to make dexterity saving throws for the two enemies who are also caught in this explosion. One of them succeeds, one of them fails. The automaton on the left side seems to duck out of the way of some of the gears that fly towards it. The one on the right takes a full force of the explosion.
And then he explodes. It's just a chain reaction.
That would be great. Okay, Gum Gum. So you threw the axe and you caused a super cool explosion, and you're still running at Kyborg. What do you want to do?
Is an explosion cool if you're in it?
It's a good question. Only if you don't react.
Yeah, I don't think Gum Gum reacted. He just took it in the face. So, where's the furthest one away?
The furthest one away is the one way at the back of the altar who has not closed any distance on you guys. About 70 feet away from the door.
What's he gonna do, Gum Gum? Throw my axe at the one furthest away?
Well, you already threw your axe, didn't you?
Yeah, but teleport back to it.
Oh, it's at the end of the turn, isn't it?
No, immediately.
Mjolnir.
Does it say
Yeah,
immediately?
the weapon reappears in your hand at the end of your current turn.
Oh.
It's like how Chris didn't check, and he just said what he wants it to be.
No, I thought it was. I really did. Okay, well, I'll run to Kyborg. Can I pick it up?
Yeah, you run up to unmoving automaton, retrieve your axe.
And then for my second attack, can I throw it?
I mean, he did explode. Maybe the axe flew back at him because it exploded.
And it took an attack at him. Sure, why not? You can
Yeah.
go again.
That's a 18. No, sorry, 20.
Yes, that would hit.
Yes, Gum Gum.
That's 9.
9 points of damage, okay. That's the end of your turn.
Yeah. And I hug up next to Kyborg in front of him.
Wait, yeah, you're 15 feet in front of Kyborg now.
Oh, okay. Well, then I back up to Kyborg.
No, you're out of move at that point. Okay, so you're 15 feet in front of Kyborg, your turn ends, and your action reappears in your hand.
Yeah.
We're back to the top of the order. Bart, it's your turn.
Okay. I would like to give a motivational speech.
Down on one knee.
Now it's Bart's moment. Everyone hush. It's Bart's moment.
But at the 4th level, so if I cast this, I could target up to 5 people within range, myself included, I believe, and everyone gains 10 temporary hit points.
What do you tell everyone?
Hey, Kyborg.
Yes.
Screw quadrant. Hey, Gum Gum.
Yeah.
You're my best friend.
You're my best friend too.
And Mud,
Yeah.
you're the prettiest one of the group.
Well, I knew that already.
What do you tell yourself, Bart?
Right. You are worthy. You are capable. You are taller than you think.
Yas, Bart. Yas, our short king.
Short King. Also, with this spell, for the duration, each affected creature gains 10 temporary hit points because it's at 4th level. If an affected creature is hit by an attack, it has advantage on the next attack roll it makes.
So if someone gets hit, then they get advantage on their next attack.
On their next
Love
attack. Yes.
She hasn't done anything yet, but what do you tell Meld for motivational speech?
Motivate her to do something.
Hey Meld, if you want to like participate, also your dad was hot. Thank you.
The cannibal?
It's voiced by her actual
I
boyfriend.
know. I'm still calling her out. He's a cannibal.
And who knows what Bart's into?
Meld rolls initiative. You motivated her into action.
Yay!
She motivated the DM to remember there's an NPC that should be helping us right now.
I got a lot going on.
This guy gets plus 10 HP.
Also, you guys should know once an affected creature loses the temporary hit points granted by the spell, so once you lose 10 more, the spell is over for you.
Okay, so the advantage thing stops.
Yes, but just for that creature.
And as a bard, one of my features is I could command as a bonus action. So I will command the furthest left automaton to grovel.
Nice. Wisdom saving throw will follow the command on its next turn. A grovel would mean it just falls prone on its next turn. So it needs to make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw. Is this correct?
Yeah. As an automaton, it would have 0 wisdom because it's not actually something that people can.
That's right. If I know Claudrin is stupid automatons, they're not wise.
It actually has a -1 to its Wisdom saving throw.
They're just evil.
I think Gum Gum has -1 to his wisdom saving.
Yeah.
It would be super unhelpful if this happened, but I feel like in character that every time Bart uses command, I feel like Gum Gum would just automatically do it as well. It's just like a runoff of the magic.
I feel like if I do it when I do a command, my voice should get really low because
Since Brian is set up here, he doesn't.
I said this and you guys didn't get the reference, but it's every time you do it, I think of the Preacher's ability in the Preacher comics, which he has like the voice of God. And in the TV series, they did that every time he did it. It was like a chorus of voices all in a lower tone. It was really cool. That's what I hear. I was thinking,
Every time you command it, your voice is actually
Hallo?
modified in post.
oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
amazing.
a
Hallo?
Gesture it.
Ja,
Yeah, so I roll.
jeg kjører forbi snø nå.
Failure on the stage. So the one on the left
Ja.
side. First of all, it has disadvantage because of heat metal.
Ja,
And on top of that, it
greit.
is
Ha det.
It's just melting.
Ja, ha det.
It's so cool.
So he doesn't take an action.
It's so metal.
Right, it will not take an action on its next. Is that it for you, Bart?
Yes.
Because of your rousing speech, Meld charges up and runs straight at the automaton on the right side. Pulls out a hammer, swings it, and brings it down on that automaton, hitting AC. Oh my god. She rolled a 1. She runs up to the automaton, pulls out her hammer, but drops it.
Are you halfling by any chance?
She's a half elf.
Half elf.
She's not super experienced with combat.
She looks around with wide eyes to see if anyone noticed, then quickly reaches down and puts the hammer back up. That automaton on the left side, it's their turn. It prostrates itself, begins groveling. Automaton on the right side that Meld ran up to, it's their turn. And it, of course, is going to attack Meld, who ran right up to it. This is why she was hanging back. Ooh, one of its hands reaches out and attempts to take a swipe at Meld. It hits AC 13, which is a miss.
Yes. Go, Meld, go. I like that Meld ran up, whiffed, and then the robot in reaction also whiffed.
It's just it's the gift of the lightsaber fight in episode 2.
Hitting them at each other, but not hitting them.
But as it's doing that, as it's swinging at Meld, one of the other arms pops down in another direction and fires at Kyborg. The grappling hook at him, hitting AC 13, which I assume is a miss.
That's a miss.
Alright, Mud, it's your turn.
Mud is going to, I guess, go up to where Gum Gum is. Gum Gum is about, 60 feet from the furthest one?
So he ran 15 feet, he's about 55 feet away from the furthest.
Well, it's a good amount of distance, just enough to cast Keep Metal on. Well, first, bonus action, Keep Metal damage on the one that's on the ground.
The one that's groveling. Okay, go ahead and roll that.
18 fire damage.
Does he get a save again or anything on that?
No, because he can't drop his stuff.
Okay, yeah, the one on the left side that's groveling begins glowing even redder and hotter, like it seems like it's getting redder and redder and redder, and then he explodes. Everyone, go ahead and make that dex save.
19, nat 20, 22.
Nice.
14. Maybe 14's enough. 21.
Let me roll for Meld as well. That's a, oh yeah, she rolled a 19. Yeah, everyone actually saves.
Oh, yeah.
So everyone takes half damage. Everyone takes 5 points of fire and 5 points of piercing damage.
It's a good thing we got that 10.
Is that everyone's 10 damage gone then? Or 10 HP?
Unless I use that gift to the chromatic dragon again, bang, seeing where I'm resistant to fire, but it's only going to save me for 3 points. I think that's worth it.
Well, I'll need to use it.
That's a good point. Yeah, I'm going to use resistance.
Oh, is
So
it not
like-
like how many times can you use it?
3 times.
Oh, you didn't need it.
Oh no, I thought that was like a hypothetical, like
Yeah.
how often are you gonna get attacked by fire or lightning? And I was like, you know what, that's gonna be a good point. So I'm gonna use that, and I only take half of the fire damage. So is that 2 points? Or we're
We'll
running
roll down to 2.
Alright, so I take 7 points of damage.
You still have the advantage thing.
You can pop it. He procs it at will up to 3 times, so he has 1 more left.
No, I'm saying you have the Bard's inspiration speech advantage.
Yes, I have 3 advantage. So
Okay.
Oh, wait, I have advantage. I would still have it too because I would only take slash or piercing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, half of the piercing. Yeah, so you take.
And so that means both you guys have advantage on your next attack.
oh wow,
Because you still have my motivation in your blood.
Gross.
boy, I'm killing it.
10.
It's all I can contribute because I'm not very powerful.
All right, Mud.
Actually, is there a distance between the 2 remaining automatons that is over 30 feet away from each of them?
The other one's 45 feet to the altar.
Yeah, they're both quite a distance from each other. More than 30.
And I go there.
So between them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna cast heat metal on the furthest of them. I'm only gonna do that at 2nd level spell slot, so it'll do a little bit less damage. But they're still an automaton; they can't drop it. So now this guy is gonna be on disadvantage for attacks.
But he has to roll a save. Oh, but
The
he can't
roll is
drop
to
it.
see if they can drop it.
Drop it like it's hot.
But because I'm literally heating their body,
I am so glad 2 of our team members have heat metal. Yeah, Mortal Coil, you stupid automaton.
And you're gonna roll damage on that.
13 fire damage.
13. All right. It begins glowing red hot.
You get a heat metal. You get a heat metal.
What else do you want? You got anything else you want to do there, Mud?
I do a curtsy and sit down in the pews.
It is that automaton's turn, the one that's furthest away that you just passed heat metal on.
Actually, is it actually? We never do this. Could I actually go and crouch behind the pew for like some cover?
You know what? We never used cover mechanics, but yeah, you absolutely can do that. There is a system for that in D&D.
Then I'm doing that.
Mud prostrates himself in the church and he prays, doesn't he, Mud?
Yeah, I probably have some sort of deity that my druidic magic comes from.
So we'll say hiding behind that pew like that gives you half cover.
Okay.
Which actually gives you +2 bonus to your armor class and dexterity saving throws.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Just for reference, if you get 3/4 cover, that's a +5 bonus. And if you have total cover, you cannot be targeted directly by an attacker spell. But AoE might still affect. Okay, so that automaton sees you, lowers an appendage, and fires a grappling hook hand in your direction, Mud.
Okay.
Oh, roll a 7. That is a miss. Since you are hiding so well behind the pew, it flies well over your head.
Mud giggles a little bit.
Then it very speedily gets down on all 4 appendages and with lightning speed crawls very quickly in a beeline straight at you.
Ooh.
Then one of its appendages takes a swipe at you. It hits AC 12, which I bet is a miss.
That is a miss. Very good, Mud. He giggles again.
Kyborg, it's your turn.
Okay, here we go. What are the locations of the remaining 2?
The only 2 that are left is the one on the right side that's engaged in combat with Meld, and the one that's engaged in combat with Mud up in the pews.
And where? Oh, in the pews?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of pews, I'm going to whip out this baby. It's called the Hand Cannon. An ingenious and hidden weapon built by an unknown artificer requires the wearer to be missing one of their arms. It's basically a hand cannon that's stuck in my prosthetic arm. And a quadrant stole from me. As an action, the wearer lowers the wrist of the prosthetic arm and fires a cannonball using the wearer's dex modifiers to a single target. The shot deals 4d6 bludgeoning damage, 4d6 fire damage if it hits, and the creature must take DC 16 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. Wow. Yeah, I bought that. This is my new weapon. So I rolled a 16 plus 8, 24.
That is a hit. Wait, which one are you attacking? The one in the pews or the one on the right?
I'm attacking the one that's attacking Mud.
Mud. Okay, the one in the pews. Okay, yeah, you roll a 24. That hits.
And you said that was with advantage.
Oh, Kyber could have attacked with advantage, but he got it.
Yeah, roll one more time just to be safe, because if it's a critical, then you do more damage.
It's true.
So if you roll a 20, it's more. So yeah, just go and roll it just to see. 20.
It's 14.
No, okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It hits regardless.
Okay, Okay, the shot deals 46 bludgeoning damage and 46 fire damage if it hits the creature. Let's make a DC 16 strength saving throw.
This thing's gonna blow up in my face.
So I'm gonna do 40 d6. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is for bludgeoning. That's a lot of dice.
Kyborg is basically throwing a grenade at me right now.
17. And this is for fire. 10.
So 27 damage.
27, and then he needs to do his DC 16.
Strength?
Strength saving throw.
That's a 6. The cannonball hits the automaton, which explodes into a giant ball of fire and fumes. Make a dexterity saving throw. Mud. Only mud.
So it's a gift to me. You gave me HP, I take away your HP. 8, that's 20.
Yeah, you take 10 points of fire damage and 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Her.
Kyborg, it's still your turn. You have anything else you can do?
Oh, absolutely. So now I'm going to look at the one that's attacking Meld, and I'm going to whip out the old Longbow of Triumph. Because I cannot get that hand cannon back unless I pay 3 gold pieces for gold powder and a cannonball after a long rest. Which is a brilliant, brilliant idea. I have 0 money, so you guys are going to need to donate to the hand cannon.
Yeah, Mud, you should be the first to donate because it saved you.
Yeah, saved me. All right, Longbow Triumph. That's a 25, and then because I have advantage, I'm rolling again. So 19, I'll take the 25.
That hits.
Okay, and that does 7 points of damage.
Okay, the automaton is still standing. That's not taking that much damage.
Oh, but that was an arcane shot, Gustavo.
Oh no!
Which I'm gonna just call this one.
Micah suggests you call it Jeff.
Yeah.
What?
You said I'm gonna call this one, and you kind of
My
trailed
name
off.
Oh, really good. I'm not gonna do bursting arrow. I'm gonna just see because we're gonna encounter these more often. I'm gonna try grasping arrow, which is a creature hit by the arrow takes an extra 2d6 poison damage. Its speed is reduced by 10 feet, and it takes 2d6 slashing damage for the first time on each turn it moves 1 foot or more. The brambles last for 1 minute until you use this option again, or until any creature uses an action to remove them with an athletics check. So, what the heck do I have to lose? Let's see if these guys can take poison damage.
All right, so go ahead and roll 2d6 poison damage.
8.
Okay, so it hits, poison damage procs, and a bunch of like brambles and brush grow out, entangling up the automaton. The automaton begins laughing.
So, can I perceive if that did anything, if that did any additional damage to the poison?
Oh yeah, make a perception check.
15.
You cannot perceive any change seem to have happened within the automaton.
Okay, well, he's stuck in brambles, so he'll take an additional 2d6 slashing damage anytime he tries to move.
Mhm.
And then I want to move 31 feet away from that thing, that automaton.
Yeah, you aren't right next to it. Yeah, you'll just make sure you're more than 30 feet away. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Gum, you're up.
So there's that just the one that has the brambles on?
Yes, that is correct. That is the last one.
Next to Meld. And it's next to Meld with and how far away is that from everyone?
Far enough for me and Kyborg.
I think pretty much everyone except for Meld at this point is more than 30 feet away.
Okay. And how far away from it am I?
You're pretty close at the board. If I had to say, you're probably 35, 40 feet away, something like that.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to it and just attack it with my random axe of kindness.
Okay.
So advantage. So
First roll was 10.
Random
Alright,
acts
that's
of
a
kindness.
D6.
Believe it or not, that hits.
Believe it or not.
So that's 13.
13. Okay, yeah, you swing your axe, doing 13 points of damage. The automaton is still standing there between you and Mel.
I hit it again with my other axe, so that's 14.
14, that hits.
Alright, roll damage for that. 15 damage.
15. The automaton explodes into fire and metal. Both you and Mel need to make a dexterity save.
I don't like this theory of us destroying something and us getting hurt at the same time.
Fortune's ruthless like vampires.
Meld makes her save.
That's right. Even lower. That's a 19.
19.
Quadrant.
You take half 5 points of fire and 5 points of piercing. But you are raging, so you take 7 points of damage.
It's no bad.
All of the automatons are now exploded. There's only remnants of them and pieces of them spread about the temple.
Way to go, team. Those probably kind of rude, right?
It's a little crispy.
4 explosions inside of this temple.
Mel says,
We have to find Pastor Ocean.
That's right. That's why we came to this place in the first place.
Oh yeah.
she begins running up to the altar and the pipe organ at the back of the temple to see if she can find him.
Mud follows her to help look, as does Kuiper. Not that he knows what Pastor Ocean looks like.
I start calling out to him. Padre, where art thou?
Those of you who run up to the altar find Pastor Ocean bound and gagged at the organ, which is just off to the side of the altar.
Take an arrowhead and I cut him loose from his bindings.
I mean, I don't want to yuck anyone's yum.
Oh, thank you so much. I was
Very
ambushed by
wild.
those creatures. They tied me up here. I believe they were laying some kind of trap in which
God damn, he sounds like Deckard Cain.
Yes. There. The least I can do to thank you. Let me give you a small
And starts like patting around on his robes and pulls out 5 sticks of incense and a book, and he offers them up.
I appreciate it. Got any maybe like healing potions or weapons or anything?
You look, and there's a title printed on it that says The Dire. And to answer your question, Bart,
Yes, of course.
That means what?
Bart puts his hands out because he doesn't know anything about religion, so he doesn't know like how it works.
each of you can get a healing potion.
Can I take it? I'm just gonna chug it right now.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I should as well. 2d4 plus 2. I will take 8.
I will take. I'm gonna take another one. So I don't have potion.
So the book says diary,
The Dire.
the diary, and I assume it's spelled dia, like the holy dia.
Yeah. D-I-A. D-I-A-R-Y.
Can I grab the book?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll grab the book.
Who's grabbing the incense?
This is special incense, you know.
I'll take one. I love incense. I'll take one. I think we should distribute it amongst the team. Everybody gets one incense.
Is it 4 total?
5.
So Mel gets it.
Mel can take one too.
Gumbo reaches out and takes one as well.
Okay.
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 Gumbo can have it.
Use that at a time of need. It's very special. Diarrhea incense.
Diarrhea? Excuse me?
Well, I'm gonna eat it.
I'm having no problems with diarrhea. What are we adding? Block of incense.
Diarrhea and incense.
Yeah, but in our D&D Beyond, what are we adding?
Probably just type it in.
Alright.
Yeah, just put incense.
Don't write incest accidentally.
From a metagame perspective, the incense does allow you to channel like divine knowledge that could help you make a decision if you want it. Very strictly speaking, it's like grants you access to the spell augury.
I don't know what augury is.
The divining spell that allows you to receive otherworldly knowledge. It helps you decide like on a course of action.
You receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action you can plan to take within the next 30 minutes.
Interesting. So probably less of a fight thing and more of we need to make a decision. Let's light up some incense. Meditate on it.
Well, what did Pastor Ocean say? He said use this at a what time?
A need.
Time of need.
Time of need? Like drinking time?
Need.
Okay, so we're making dough. Got it.
Get out of our house.
I'll take one. Okay, now that he's given us all these gifts, I say, all right, let's get to the chase. What can you tell us about Contra?
And Meld asks,
What can you tell me about the lore of Dia?
speaking of which, is there anything you all want to know about Dia, maybe specifically?
Not really privy to what sort of deities are part of this land. Is they a part of a pantheon of other gods? Does she have like brothers, sisters, enemies, that kind of thing? Yes, there are other deities. Not necessarily siblings to Dia, but there are others that do exist, of which we hold Dia highest and most holy. Yeah, what is that? What's Dia's right here? Wait, Dia here.
It's like a local thing, or is she region locked? What's going on?
Well, Dia is responsible for creating our world.
Phaser. Long ago, an ancient deity named Serendaya entered the material plane and saw the chaos of the world tearing itself apart. She stepped into the disarray and was able to bring peace and harmony to all the lands. She used her celestial powers to bring all the lands together as one, and she called it Phaser, which we still call it to this day. All across the lands of Phaser, everyone called her Queen Gaia and built temples in her honor. It is said she roamed the lands, visiting the temples and dwellings of all the people, far and wide.
Oh, she the tree lady?
No, she was not the tree lady. That was a different. That was Arden.
I step up and I say, I'm a Ford man myself. That's the deity that I respect the most. What's Gaia's relationship with Cord?
Cord is another of the deities who exist in the planes. Cord has not had as much direct intervention in the world in Phaser. However, there is no animosity between Gaia and Cord.
Alright, so yeah. Cord's the man.
We revere Gaia for creating Phaser and for her love of the people of Phaser. It is said that her love for the people of Phaser was so abundant that it brought her to tears. It is said there were 6 of these celestial tears, and they were gifted to humanity, the gift of Arcana.
Do we know who received them?
Where they are?
That's actually a really good question. These sacred tears were passed down by the Diarians, who were the scribes of Daiism. They were known as Source, Reach, Force, Virtue, Breath, and Gaze.
One more time. Swords.
Force. Art can only type so quickly, okay? Source.
I could only type in my mind so quickly.
Source,
Swords.
reach, force, virtue, breath, and gaze.
Oh, I love that last one because it is Pride Month. So
However, legend says that a cloud of evil entered the world of Phaser, jealous of the love of Gaia and the people. The cloud of evil severed the world into separate lands, dividing them by ocean of water. This is called the fracture of Phaser. It was during this fracture that the Diogenes were lost deep within the various lands across the world.
Well, guys, I'm almost home now, so I will most likely see you later for some War Thunder. Tomorrow, my friend from Finland is arriving, so he will rent the car from the airport, so I don't need to pick him up because he's gonna drive on Saturday to the wedding place since he's the groom, or one of the grooms. I think that's the right word. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow.